look at us. We're among hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of refugees who are fleeing Hong Kong. Or so we read in the media. But do you want to know the truth? I'll tell you what the vast majority of Hong Kong people are doing in response to the new national security law. We're not fleeing. Here's a roundup of what the media is saying about the situation here and a dose of reality. I'll do it as 6 news flashes. Number 1. Woohoo! The entire population of Hong Kong may be given British passports so we can flee the new law. Britain ready to welcome Hong Kong refugees, says the Daily Express. It's unclear if this will include just the 315,000 who hold a British national overseas passport and their extended families, or the 7.5 million population. In other words, this national British newspaper is saying that one of the options is that 7.5 million passports will be given to Hong Kong. So we all get one, including our Supreme Leader Carrie Lam. Honestly, who could believe that for a moment? Number 2, well, UK journalists and maybe American journalists too. American journalists are also reporting that Hong Kong people will flee as, quote, refugees in huge numbers after the new security law is passed. The Christian Science Monitor, a newspaper, said, by some estimates, as many as 100,000 Hong Kongers will emigrate soon after. Millions more could follow. I don't think so. Number 3. Meanwhile, some actual data emerged yesterday afternoon. Here's a headline from the UK Guardian newspaper. More Hong Kongers apply to be refugees in Australia as security law passes. Really? How many more? Well, in small print in the text below, we read the actual numbers. 27 Hong Kong people applied to be admitted to Australia as refugees in March. And in April, that number dropped to 17. Yes, 17. Number 4, now, some of my expat friends really did believe that Facebook and YouTube and Google will be banned in Hong Kong from today. So over recent days, they've been lining up to buy VPNs. VPN salespeople must have felt they'd died and gone to heaven. Number 5. Clearly, millions of Hong Kong people are not fleeing as refugees to Australia, but maybe they're fleeing to Taiwan. Or at least our violent radical protesters are, right? We've read that in the media, right? But no, there's been bad news from Taiwan. Taiwanese politician Julian Kuo told reporters that Taiwan would not allow in any Hong Kongers who were charged with vandalism or violent crime during the protests of last year. That's a bit awkward because, of course, President Tsai Ing-wen said last year, she called them heroes last year. Clearly, she must have been just kidding. Cue nervous laughter. Sorry, lads. You know, Taiwanese people smugglers have offered their fishing boats to sneak Hong Kongs illegally out of Hong Kong, and they've only tripled their fees to $100,000 per person, according to the Taiwan News. How very kind of them. How very, very kind. Number 6. So, Hong Kong's 2 main religions, which are investing and property trading, they're both buzzing again. And the level of earth-shattering fear about the new law among Hong Kong people was shown by the Hong Kong stock market yesterday. As the new law was promulgated, the Hang Seng Index rose. It closed up more than 100 points as people rushed to invest. So, not exactly terrified then. You know, to be philosophical for a moment, I'll have to admit that I, as a journalist, I don't like anti-subversion laws. I spent my whole life making cheeky, subversive comments about famous, powerful people, and I don't intend to stop now. But I do understand why this law was passed. Many Hong Kong people are very smart. In fact, I think most of the people of this city understand why the new law has been introduced. What I can't get is why international journalists can't work this out. Guys, think about it. Or just ask Hong Kong people. I don't mean Joshua Wong and his followers, but just ordinary Hong Kong people, the man or woman on the street. We're a friendly lot and we're happy to talk to you. And we have a bit of time because we're busy spending this week not fleeing. Bye-bye. Speak to you soon.